everybody, it's Vertical Sandwich. In our last video, we got the Ilya's charm, which is a clue to restoring her memory. Okay. I believe in my heart that it kept me safe all this time. So please, I ask you, did you return it to this girl? Alright. So we can do that. Yoink. Oh, wait a minute. We might have to show her the Dominion Rod. I don't remember. Although, let's try something. Yep, that did it. Cool. Hey, dear Rod. Is that the Dominion Rod? Could it really be? Are you the messenger of the heavens? Among the legends of my clan, there is a story from the time when the Oka still maintained contact with the royal family. Yes, it said that a mysterious rod was handed down from the people of the sky, and it was called the Dominion Rod. The rod was only be carried by the messenger of the heavens when the royal family needed to communicate with the Oka. From generation to generation, my ancestors have guarded the book that by royal decree was to be given to the messenger of the heavens. Just as that book, please take it. Alright, the Ancient Sky Book. It's a book written in the Ancient Sky language. A word in it seems to be missing letters. That word is M-U... Oh, wait. This book is written in the ancient language of sky writing. I'm so glad I stayed in this village. If I had not met that young girl, what would have become of me? Meeting that girl must have been ordained by the gods, so that I could be here today to pass on this knowledge. Alright, her purpose in life is complete, and we can't warp until we get out of town because she's standing out in front of her house. Like a mile away from anywhere we would ever want to warp. Oh, there's a howling stone here in town. We should take care of that. We should. Oh, that's right. We can't actually. We have to warp outside of town. Or turn into a dog outside of town and stuff. That's right, because I was trying to remember. Because there have to be 2 howling stones left. Now also, going back, maybe not this early. Yep, not this early. Okay, good. Hey, chicken. No, you know what? We'll talk to the chicken later. We did that really nicely, I think. Not bad.
love the overall scenery and the illogically kind of built. It's very I don't know. It's very classic fantasy art-ish. Oh, we're not howling at each other this time. We're howling opposite sides of the gap. The moon is awesome, by the way.
It's teachings of our old past to you. Take sword in hand and find me.
And off he goes. Okay, can we warp from here now? Oh, he's right in front of Castletown. Oh, we can warp from here. Awesome. Alright, so we have a lot to do. A lot. And when I say a lot, I mean it's a lot. It's a garbagey amount of stuff to do. Before we can even tackle the next dungeon. These are not like optional, like vertical sandwich is just messing around kind of things. Like the things that we have to do are kind of ridiculous. So, well, I mean, you know, some of them are fetch quests and things like that, and that's, you know, that's standard RPG fare, I guess. So here we go. This is the thing that gets her memory back.
I knew you once. Yes, this feels so familiar. The scent of hay. Long ago, when we were young, you and I. You were always there. You were always beside me.
I like the single tear. It's very well done.
Switch.
Slow motion horse is really great. It's fantastic. And the kids. It's very nice. And everybody walks out of the room so that we can be alone. It's a very 1940s joke right there.
This gift was meant for you. It was something I wanted to give you before you left on your journey. Please, Switch, take it.
You got the horse call. Ilya made this just for Widget. So now we can call our horse anytime we want. Thank God.
You don't need to worry about me any longer. Whenever you return, I'll be waiting for you.
Aww. Alright, well that's the end of that.
Switch, do you remember what I was saying about the rod of the heavens? Well, actually, it was about the messenger to the heavens who held the rod. The nice woman who saved me told me about it. Apparently in this woman's village they guarded something for the heavenly messenger for generations, so they await him. But they can't give this item away until the messenger arrives with the rod. That's why the lady couldn't leave her village, you see. Say, Switch, do you have any idea who this messenger to the heavens might be, or even what the rod is?
I've got a rod for you. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a horrible joke. You can complete it in your head. Alright, so now we have a horse call. We have the Dominion Rod, but none of that is important. And actually, the Dominion Rod is now recharged. But there's not a lot we can do with it. We need to do. Let's talk to this guy.
Oh my, couldn't be surprised if it isn't Switch. What a coincidence meeting you in a place like this. How very odd. Say, oh boy, you remember what I told you before about the legend of the sky being known as Yalka? Yes, well, there's something about it that's been bothering me, so I came here to snoop about. So things like you would appear here with such perfect timing. You really are a rather extraordinarily fellow, aren't you? Extraordinary fellow, aren't you? I've found it at long last. Observe this statue. It's the same as the one of the manuscripts my dear father left me. There are many similar statues around Hyrule, but this one seems to be different. Here, look at the belly. There's some written there, you see. This too is in my father's notes. It's called skywriting, I believe. Awaken us with the word that breaks the seal. Yes, indeed, that's what it says. Wait a moment, isn't that Ilya a friend of yours? That's simply tragic how she lost her memory. Another rod of the heavens, she mentioned. I'm sure it has something to do with the word that breaks the seal. Isn't there any way to restore her memory? I'm certain it would help us figure this all out. What's this? Ah, skywriting! Where in blazes did you get this? You don't suppose this could be the word that breaks the seal? Alright, let's try it out.
I'm sorry, I'm just messing around with a fun voice. I like...
No reaction! So it's not this statue, arg! Voice, thanks ever so. You've brought me one step closer to solving this puzzle. I shall give the book back to you. Now I shall try out this word on other statues. I've made the rounds of these statues so many times that I've memorized their locations. I will place marks on your map so you can find them in case you wish to track me down. Remember, every one of those marks is near an owl statue. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Alright, so... Oh, now the Dominion... The thing he said recharges the Dominion Rod, right? Power is returned to the Dominion Rod. This mystical rod breathes lives into ancient statues. Okay, we know how to use the dumb Dominion Rod thing. Right. I love hearing Midna talk, by the way. I don't know if anybody else really likes hearing Midna talk, but like, the voice stuff they did for her is so great. I would listen to Midna narrate this entire game. Not what I wanted. I could have climbed. It would have actually saved me a lot of time to just climb. Alright, so now we have 6 statues we have to go find. And some of them are a little rough. Let's go with rough. How about that? Yeah, VerticalSandwich, just go with rough. Some of them are also parts of puzzles. But let's go to... Oh, jeez. I don't know. I think we have these things marked on our map, but let's go to... Let's go to this one first. Why? Because we can. The warp stuff in this game is fantastic. But... What? Oh, we can have the bird pick us up. Well, that's interesting.
What do you mean?
Well, let's transform into a human. Because, I say so. Ooh, I like the money. So that opens a thing. I didn't know about this. This is another thing I haven't done in my practice file, so... So there we go, we got a piece of heart. Filled up our life energy. And now we can go down and finish what we were doing with the statue. I think there actually might be another piece of heart associated with one of these statues. I didn't get it in my practice file either. Wait, do I have to re-Dominion Rod this thing? I do. Alright, yeah, so there are these things. So there's a symbol. And you found one sky character. A missing part of the word in the ancient skybook has been restored. There are still other missing characters. Alright, so when we come back, there are 5 more of these. We'll be doing that. Bye, everybody.